Hey everyone, welcome to Code with NM. I am NM and here we learn coding by building real projects together. Whether you are a beginner or leveling up your skills, you will always take some practical things away. Let's jump straight into today's topic. And good morning everyone. So talking about today's topic is very interesting because we are now moving on from intermediate Python to somewhat an advanced level Python. We are just stepping into advanced domain. So hope you all sitting with your laptops or desktops, and of course to jot down many things you have your notebook handy. Okay. So before directly starting into the coding and everything and explanation, what I will be doing is from day one live up till day five live. After this live completed, I will be spending few hours on all the videos, adding timestamps to all the videos. Timestamps with the topic. For just an example, yesterday we have learned decorators. If anyone of you want to learn decorators, just go into the description, click on the decorators timestamp, and voila, that part of explanation will be video will directly jumping on that decorators timestamp. So it will save your time to learn particular things if you forgot the topic or you if you want to revisit that particular topic. That's it. So I will be adding from day 1 live up till day 5 live all the timestamps once this is complete. Hello, good morning, good morning. So this is clear. So let's jump into the topics. So today we will be starting with modules. Of course, this is today's live is very much exciting because all the topic is very much interesting. Modules, try catch block, file handling, JSON, regex means regular expression, and finally GUI with Tkinter. There are other things also in Python. You can create GUI with the help of other things. But in this video, we will be touching the intro part with very minimalistic understanding of what is Tkinter, how to use it, and we will see a few codes on it. The detailed video, if you want to learn about GUI, we need to do a separate live over it because this is a very huge and very vast content, the graphical user interface in Python. And of course, I have done multiple projects on GUI using Tkinter. You can check that video on my YouTube. Let me check if it is there in the. I've added those videos in playlist or not. Okay. Auto GUI also have added Python. Let me quickly check those. Yes, Excel file using GUI, using Python, modern art using Turtle. Okay, there is a playlist name as Python. Let me quickly ping that here. You can all, if you want to go through those GUI, and it's the application of the GUI, how to get followers on Instagram using Python GUI. Okay, I have done so many videos. I forgot all of those videos I have done. So let me quickly share this. It's in my playlist named Python. This entire playlist and not this video. Okay, I'm not getting an. Okay, just a second. Let me quickly. Okay, here is the playlist. Done. Okay. Just check this video and there are multiple videos following those in Python playlist. You will find all the details thing on GUI, and if you all want the detailed video in GUI, we can do that live separately. Good morning, good morning, good morning everyone. Okay, so before jumping into the topics, any query, any doubt, any topics you want me again revisit of yesterday? Of course, yesterday was a very hectic day in terms of learning. Of course, decorators, iterators, oops, functions, Lambda, this all. So any one of you, the topic is not clear, anything is not clear, I can revisit those topic and then we will start with modules, which is the one of the most important topic in Python. So let's wait for, I will wait for 30 seconds and then if there is no query, we'll start with modules. Can we create our, of course, that's what we are going to learn in today's modules topic. That was the ultimate agenda of learning modules in Python. Okay, I think previous live, each and every topic is clear to you all. Let's jump on to modules. Give me a second, there is someone on my door. I hope I am audible. Okay, let's start with modules. Before that, I just quickly need 10 minutes. I will be back in 5 minutes, not 10 minutes. I will be back in 5 minutes. Meantime, what you all can do is you can try using oops concept or else using function, create a calculator, and just those who have done it, just let me know in the comment section. What is a calculator? Create four functions: one addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. And once we call that function and providing two numbers, so it should be a parameterized function. So create those and I will be back in 5 minutes. There is urgent work came at my home. Okay, I'm back. Let's start with modules. So what are modules? A file containing a set of function you want to include in your application. Simple as that. So simple. What are the modules? There are different types of libraries we use in various programming language. In Python also we use vast set of libraries. Those libraries will have different functions, and that functions we use in our code. So this all known as modules. So what are modules? I hope everyone is back. Let me quickly uh, session. Okay. The I am back on the session. Let me reply. Okay, let's wait for few seconds more for others to be back. Done. Okay. Again, starting with modules. What are modules? A file containing a set of functions you want to include in your application. Simply, a module is same as library. If you know libraries, if you are using or used multiple libraries, the libraries is nothing but our modules. For an example, in C or C++, you do hash include conio.h, stdio.in. This all nothing but modules or libraries. It's a naming thing. In some programming languages known as library. In Python it's known as module. As simple as that. So in this module in Python, we will be creating our own libraries or modules. So for Python sake, I'm saying it modules. In short, it's the one and the same. It's library only. So let's open a VS Code. Let's jump into program itself. Let me quickly go to the chat section. Okay, this was we have already done iterators. Let's comment all the iterators. So module, we need to have a different file because the modules are nothing but a separate Python files containing all the functions, parameters, and multiple things. It's completely dependent on you what type of module you want to create. Okay, you want a new file. Okay. Okay. Module.py. Let's work in this. Done. And also I will create a new file which will be my module, and we will be coding in this the module one dot py. This is our module. And okay, simple. In my module, let's create a function. I will be simply creating a greeting function. We will be taking a parameter as name and printing it. This is, I'm just demonstrating how to create a modules. Hello, space if you want, space, comma, this styling plus name. This is done. My module is done. Module creation is done. Because a module can have anything, can have a printing statement, can have a function, can have a logic of factorial, addition, anything. Now how to use this module? This is user created module or user created library. So this is my module file. This is my module file. Let's import this. Let's import this into the module module.py. that is our app.py. You can import in app.py or any py file, but our module file name is module.py. So how to import this is simple. Import and the name of the file, which is my module. So we have successfully imported our module. How to use it? The file name my module dot, and it shows what functions we have already created inside it. So the function we have already created is greetings, and let's have hello, because already we have hello there, nm, and save. Let's execute python. Oh, we need to execute this file. It's modules.py, and you see hello code with nm is being executed. Let me clear the console, and here. So what is happening over here is, one first thing first, let's break down the issue. Perfect, importing greeting from modules. Perfect, you got it. But I will explain it again. So what we have done, we have created my modules, which is ultimately a function or anything we want to perform again and again. So what we have done, we have created a module. Inside that we created our function. Simple. From that, in our main file, so modules that, let me rename this file. So let's rename it main.py. So inside main.py, I have imported my module. Simple. And after importing, how to utilize it? Simple. The name of the module dot, and it will show all the functions which we have created inside that. But we have only created one, so I know it's greeting, and it requires one parameter, and that parameter was name itself. So, and of course name is in the form of string, so we are passing name in a form of string. Simple. This is the simplest example of modules. Very simple. In Java there is a concept of same concept known as module. That is very much difficult because number of lines of code increases. As simple as that. So let's complicate it. Let's create a complex module and use it and try. Before that, just give me a thumbs up if you all got this module, how to create it, how to call it into another Python file. So let's, we will be complicating this. Let me open the live chat. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, provided you know rest of them. Thumbs up if everything is clear. So we'll move on. Done, done, done. Okay, I will be moving on. So let's make some changes over here. What we can do, I can also do this thing. For example, I can create person equals to, and we can have name as name over here. Let's save it. Come over here in my main.py, enter my module dot, and you can see person. If I enter this, hit enter, what we can call name from that person. So how to call it? Simply double quotes name, because this is a format which we will be learning in this live. This is a format. This person, inside person we have name. Of course we can have different things also. For example, age, um, uh, to, let's save this, come over here, say my module dot age and age. Let's save it and see the output. If in this case my main.py file is able to access that person or age from my module file. So let's see it. And now the file name, Okay, there is an error. We will see what is the error, how to fix it, whatsoever. So the first thing first, hello code with NM is working fine, but there is an error regarding age. So let's fix that. Let's purposely have created that error. Okay, it's nothing matter. Before that, let me. Sir, why dictionary call from square bracket? This one. This I will be explaining you when we will be jumping on the topic JSON. So that time I will be showing you why we use box bracket in dictionary also, in JSON also, and in multiple places. I will be clearing this. I will jot it down your query. Okay, why this is okay. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. So okay, let's if we are on the same page, let's try to fix this. I purposely made this error because ultimately the programming is not learning about the code but how to handle the error, how to solve the error. So first line is printing means there is no issue in line number 3. There is some issue in line number 5, it's saying, or line number 4. Let's see. It says line number 5. Okay, confirm line number 5 has the issue. What is the issue? My module dot age. This block of or this line of code has the issue. What is the error? Attribute error. Module my module has no attribute age. It says there is nothing called age. Let's come to my module and check if there is something like age. But the tuple it's equals to okay. We'll respond to that. But what's the error over here is I purposely made that error because this all belongs to person. So we need to have person over here, not age. That's what the error was. Now once I clear the screen and execute this, you can see hello code with an M, but still we can't see this person name and age. Why? Now I want you all to answer this. It's very simple answer to this. Age not double quotes. Age here if it is there in double quotes because it is in key and value pair. So we are calling the key. That's why it should be in double quotes inside box bracket. And if you are saying that age is a number, so it should not be. Perfect, provided it's perfect. The printing statement is not there. Now, why printing is required here? That is the most important thing we need to understand. Above in greeting one, we already have a printing statement with that variable. So that's why it is printing hello code with nm. But these two are separate individual values in main.py. These two are bringing the individual value. So we need to have a variable to hold those values. Got it? So I have created two variables. Now if you print, I'm directly printing name and age and save it. Let's clear the console. Now you can see name and age is coming. Perfect. Good answer provided. Clap for you. So understood this point is clear. Why I have done this? I was just trying to demonstrate we can use function, we can create this type of in short dictionary, but exactly using it in another file. This is just a basic example. Now we will complicate this module more. Once you all understand this, as a thumbs up, thumbs up. This is very important topic, modules. Just thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. If or else any doubt, Can we create class and then access from the another? Of course, anything can be created inside my module file, means a module file. You can create classes, you can apply oops concept, you can create multiple functions, variables, dictionary, collections like list, dictionary, tuple, set, and you can use and access them into another Python file. That was the concept for the module itself. You can use anything created inside that module file, but you need to make sure there is no syntax error or indentation error in your module file. This is my module file. It doesn't have any syntax error or anything error, or else it's very difficult to debug it. Okay, if this is clear, we'll move on, or else okay, one small tip tip of the day, that again and again I am just noticing I'm importing my module, and again I'm just typing the same thing, and it's huge. If you have a very huge name for the file, it is tiring to type so much, as I am lazy. So what we can do is we can rename it. The Python has this ability that you can rename those things. Rename means simply import module as, what we can say, mm. So now this all will change to mm, or else what I can say, to nm. Let's change it to nm. Now let's save it and see the output. Clear the screen and voila, it's working same as that. So this is a tip of the day. Just import your module as, and just provide a very small initials to it, and then use those initials. So your code will be tidy, neat, and clean. Okay, tip of the day. Where should your tip of the day go? On the index page of your notebook. Jot it down there. This is clear. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Waiting for your reply. If yes, then let's complicate this, because the yesterday also I have complicated, I think, function, oops, and many other things. All good, all good. Okay, Rama provided. Desi Gyan, let's complicate this. Let me think one example. Uh, 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 a good example. Mm, so, okay, do you want one module file or multiple module files? You want to see one module file? Okay, Shivang is also here. One module file, like this example, we have main.py and one module file, or else multiple module file. We can create 2 or 3 module files, and we can utilize all those 3 or 4 modules in one single main.py. Comment yes or no. Yes. How to run multiple files in single go. Yes, you can learn Python without VS Code. Yesterday, I think in yesterday live, I've demonstrated how to do that. If you want, right away I can do it. You install Python. By default, the IDLE means idle environment of Python will be installed in your system. Once you open it, this type of terminal will be there on your screen, and here simply just go to files, and here is the file option. Click on that and create new, and this is the text editor. You can code over here. Simple, like num1 equals to 5 or 6, and print num1. It will do the same thing. You need to save this file, and this is the terminal. But why I don't use IDE? Because you see there is a two things I need to handle. First, the text editor itself, and second, the terminal. So I don't want to do that. That's why I use VS Code, because everything, they're creating new files, code, and terminal is on the same. Sir, my system is Ubuntu and Linux. Okay, yes, good answer provided. Soumya, sir, my system is Windows 7, so it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what type of OS you are using. If you want, you can go with Atom also, Jupyter also. This all, it's text editor. In VS Code, you can code anything. You can also create your text file. You can also do HTML, CSS. So this is a just text editors, different text editors. I am comfortable with VS Code. That's why I'm always coding in VS Code. And officially, when you all enter Office, you will be coding in VS Code. So get familiar with this. This is my suggestion. Ubuntu and Linux. Okay, you have Linux. The flavor is Ubuntu. Okay. Which is easy to understand. Take those modules and use to link project purpose. Okay, this module are used to tackling project purpose. Yes, of course. For an example, I can create a login mechanism as module, and then I can use it at multiple places in my same project. Leave the login mechanism. I can create my shopping cart mechanism, because there is a mechanism in shopping cart, and I can reuse it on multiple places. So now you will be thinking where we can reuse it, because there is one shopping cart only adding everything, and you get the total and then check out. Of course, there is. Okay, let's start with the a simple miniature project, you can say, for modules. Okay. I don't want this, so we'll rename it to inventory, order, and util. I'm creating those. This is heavy and realistic. I'm doing it live. I'm and just came up with this in right here, right now, in 5 minutes, talking to you all. So inventory dot py, and will okay. And I don't want this all code inside it. Next, we will have orders dot py, and what was the last thing? Inventory util. And we will see all the use of this files. Okay, and if you are doing with me, do it right away. If you are doing with me, I will go slow. If you are doing with me, the code is huge. I think to do the codings and everything, it will be huge. Okay, so let's start. Inventory, first inventory. So for that, okay, let what is inventory? You know in what is inventory? I think everyone should know this. The products, we have inventory like price, quantity, name, and of course ID of that particular inventory. So let's start with, I think util is the first thing we should start. So from date time, this all inbuilt functions import from date and time. Let's say import date and time. It's the same thing. All right, okay. So here I will be creating one function, log actions, means we are logging in everything, time, records, anything. But in terms of time, I'm doing it. So date and time, and you need to know all the functions. So just spend time on Python inbuilt functions. I already know it, so I can code it in this way, this fast. That's the only thing. String f time. and there is a huge timing things. Just by heart this. Where is percentage? Oh, okay. There's one issue with my keyboard. Let me type it from here. Uh, okay, just let me quickly copy the percentage sign from Google. My keyboard percentage is not working. Percentage symbol, here it is. Copy. Okay, I need this. Okay, percentage y. This is a format. How I know it, I've gone through multiple inbuilt libraries. Where to go it, I will be, if you want, I will share a link with you all. Just go through the inbuilt libraries of Python. Simple. Percentage R. This is Y means year, M means month, D means day, H means hour, colon, minute, colon, seconds. If you want seconds, this is done. So the time, this is string f time means it will combine all the strings, and date and time now means what is the time exactly now with the year, month, date, hours, minutes, seconds. Simple. This is done. Next, I will be printing this time variable because it is holding everything. So I've to print it, I will be use some styling because I just don't want to print it alone. I want to print it with time, and I want my time into a box bracket. That's why I added the box bracket. It is inside the string, so it doesn't create any value, just for the styling purpose. Time with message, that was our ultimate goal for the logging action. Message means if something is added to card, what time it is added to card, and what is added to card. For example, I'm adding a cell phone, so time and cell phone is added. That's all. Def. Now let's create format of currencies, amount and everything. Currency, CURR ENCY, and here amount, AUMANT, amount, colon, and let's directly return the amount. So I will be printing, I need to calculate, so I don't want to print, I want the number itself, so I will be using return. And of course the amount, we don't have rupee sign in my keyboard, I don't have rupee sign, so I will be using dollar sign, of course, using AMUNT, amount. And of course here I want my amount up till two decimals. You know decimals, 10.01, 10.02, that 0.0201 is two decimal. So how to add two decimal is dot 2f. Dot 2f means dot up till two decimal, f means floating point number. It's the simple variable. Let's save this file. My util file is done. Okay, up till now we are on the same page. Yes, thumbs up, thumbs up. So I will be jumping onto the orders or inventory now. Waiting for y'all. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Log action once more. Okay, once more. Log action. Okay, explanation of the code. Once it is executed, we see the output. I will go through uh, all the functions and modules I've created. Thus, for the time being, I'm just touching log action means, for example, let's take an example. In DMart, you take 10 items. One of them was cookies, and then there is a machine, they just scan the barcode, and in the bill it has the date, year, time, and message means what you have taken. Cookies. That's it. what is f means in the print. In my first day live, I've explained the string in the detail, but again I will be explaining to you. Just bear with me. There is two things you have asked to me, so I will be explaining those two things. And if anyone has gone through that my live one, just reply to products why we are using f in print. As simple as that. Because this code is huge, so it will be time consuming. So I will be jumping to inventory.py. The answer is very simple. So now we have already created utils. Now in inventory, I want to use that util. So simple, that util is my module. I'm importing that util. From utils, I want to import log action over here. I just required log action over here. So I'm creating class, and this inventory should have products, of course. So I will be creating a product, and someone was asking me that we can create a class in modules. See, I'm creating a class in modules. Def, and of course once class is there, constructor will come in it, and already you all know the code, self, comma, and now three things we required: name, price, quantity. But also I want PID, product ID, PID, product ID, to differentiate each and every products. Because ID, like your roll numbers, is unique, PID will be unique to each and every product. Name, and what else, price and quantity, QUNTITY, quantity. Done. And then again that same thing, self dot PID equals to PID. I think this all you already know, so let me type it quickly. The next thing is self dot price equals to price. Next thing is self dot quantity, QUANTITY equals to done. Quantity is done. So our class constructor is done. Let's jump on to the other functions which we want to create. So I want to create what should I name the function as? Let me name it this self, and here we will just returning f. What else we can return? Product, and product we can return name and price and quantity. Okay, let's return in this format. See, this is the magic of Python over here. You will say this angular bracket and product is HTML. Just bear with me up till the until the code is complete, and after that we will have a explanation to everything. This is first time I'm doing it live, like I'm thinking the project while I'm typing it. So this is also very much interesting for me too. Self dot price, PRICE, price. And of course with this it should be curly braces. That is, and again comma, here should be self dot, what else remaining, quantity, q u q u a n t y. It is not auto suggesting me ty. And what we have missed over here is, this is perfect, there is no, I think, the bracket issue. Cell dot price, perfect. And one thing I think we need to add over here, there is, okay, let's add like this. And the issue we will fix the issues later on. We will fix the small issue. It's a bracket issue. I will be coming back to it again because I need to first complete the code. So this is done. Our product is done, means the class product is done. We are taking all the name, price, quantity, and here I've created another function, and here we are returning an actual name, price, and it is there in stock. stock means the quantities there 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, the issue we will be solving it later. Let's leave the issue purposely so we face the error and try to tackle it, handle it. So you also will learn what was the actual issue. I'm creating another class known as inventory. Of course it will also have its own constructor, and self dot product equals to, what is this? Cell dot product is empty. It's empty. Currently it is empty. There is no product inside. In inventory we need to add it. That is a formatted string, of course. In line 11, okay, you are you are here. You are saying here in line 11. Okay, so you found what's the issue was. No quotes at the end. You're saying at the end there is no quotes. Okay, I've added those quotes. Here it is starting, and here it is. Then too, if you see, there is why it is not identifying this. We will come to the error. I just purposely making those error, but good highlight drama. You found out that I have not closed the double quotes. So coming back to inventory, and as initially our inventory is empty, so we need to have a function of add products to the inventory. So we will have typo products, and in short it will take product because we need to add products. Now this is the product is a class, and here I'm utilizing that class as a parameter. This is a bit more complex for you all, but okay. A parameter can be a variable, a function itself. We have seen in yesterday's live decorators, a function can be a parameter, and here in this today's live we are seeing a class can also be a parameter. If product, let me, if product, if it is empty, okay, if product PID, because this is a class, this class has a PID. Let me just, we don't want the terminal right now. This class has an PID, so with the help of this product class, I'm calling it into a variable, then I am using that variable dot PID. It's accessible, means in short, this product, this small p1 product is nothing but the object of that class, and I'm using that object as a parameter in this function. I hope that is clear. If not, you can comment and I will be explaining to you all again. Simple. In self dot products. So here is the condition. I am checking if that particular ID is there in my this empty inventory. Means that particular product is there or not. Simple. There or not. I am checking this. Then raise a value error. So just leave that. What is this raise and all about? Just leave this, because this we will be learning in try and catch block. But for the time being, let me complete this, and voila, we are done with the modules, and we will be jumping on to other things. Because to create the project like this, we required all the things in Python already exist. EXISTS. Simple. Means if this condition is true, that product ID is there in our inventory, then raise a error that, of course, we can create our own error also in Python. So raise a error that this product is already there. Simple. And if not, I'm outside if over here. If not, self dot products. It should, if it is not there, then we need to add it inside the products, and we need to add it in form of id equals to product, of course. So we have added over here. Might the variable and everything will be much more confusing for you all, but bear with me. At the end I will be explaining everything to you. And log action message, that message and timestamp is important. Log action, we have created a function inside our util file that I'm calling over here. This is not an inbuilt one, this is, we have created that log action. Added product, simple, colon, and here I want to just print that product name. So again I'm calling that object, because that object is holding that product name, product dot name. Simple, this is done. My, this function is done. Now if you are able to add a product, then you should be able to update the product. Of course you should be able to update the product. Log action, okay, was not declared. Okay, I know the issue, we will fix it later on. So let's create another function to update the product or update the stock. So def update stock, because ultimately it it is not about single product, we can have a multiple products. Self, and what else we need to update a product? So we need an id, because from that id I will be identifying which product it is. So pid, and what to update. For example, you have 10 bottles of milk, you sold 5 bottles of milk, now again you buy new 10 bottles of milk, the total bottle of milk is 15 in your stock. So we need to add new quantity, because if you sold you will restock your things. So that's how it's work. Quantity, you can stop me right away if it is being very stressful or too much for you all. If not, I can continue. I'm enjoying this, creating a project live. Yes, let me just quickly see the live chat. Yes, no, yes, no, anything. No respond. Okay, my question was, if it is getting too much for you, I can stop it. I can give you, provide the code and an explanation, or else I can continue. If it is getting too much, we can continue with the other topics like try, catch block, JSON, and that we complete the today's live sticking to those topic, or else I will complete this and then we can move on to those topics. It's completely up to you all, because I don't think in college you will be creating such type of things in college lectures. Okay. If it is heavy, okay, I will provide you the code, provide you the explanation. At the end, let's take it to at the end, because I know this is too much, and again the order is also pending. This we are only creating the modules, then inside main.py we will combining all these three modules, the utility, the order and inventory, and creating our own things. So let's skip this and coming back to our main.py. This what you know about. We have created one simple module, my module, and we created one function name as greeting, and then we use that greeting over here. Okay, but I will completing this and will sharing with you all. If you want in next live, But let's now quickly jump to try catch block. Okay. In C also, I think you have done try and catch block. Yes, yes, no, no, anything is fine. Okay, so let's start with the definition itself. Try block. What try block do? Means it's a block of code, few lines of code. Try block lets you test the block of code for errors. Means try means you're trying to doing something. You're trying to add. You're trying to divide something by zero. It is possible to divide something by zero. Yes, no, no, not possible. Division by zero is not possible, of course. So this type of things, sure, Shivang, we'll try to keep it because learning this all is good, but utilizing this all into a project will create a value to your resume, to your skill set. That's why I was doing that. But okay, anyways, I will be doing that, will sharing the code with you all. Yes, of course, of course. I will doing it offline. We'll create an offline video. Once you have a very good hands-on knowledge on modules and everything in Python up till GUI or file handling everything, then I will be uploading those. Meantime, I will be creating that video offline with a detailed level of explanation. Don't worry about that. So you all can do a project like that in Python, and of course add that in your resume or wherever you want to add it, LinkedIn, XYZ, XYZ. Okay. The second one is let you handle the error. Of course, third one else block. Let you execute the code when the error is when there is a no error. For example, if there is an error, try will throw it. Then the second block will let you handle the error. Means division by zero is not possible. Yes, of course, that is a the project is very good, and I have n numbers of projects idea about that. But inventory management, that is an inventory management what I was creating live. Simply, the project name is inventory management in Python, but I was using all the capabilities of Python in that one project. So that's why it became very heavy. Uh, I was in go with the flow. I was very excited to do that in live, so I started. I've just That's why I ask you if it is getting very heavy. Let's come back to the topic, and once done next week, I will upload that video. But sure. Okay. An else block lets you execute the code when there is a no error. For example, try if you are trying to divide 10 by 5, 10 by 2, it is done, then your block of execution of code will jump to else. And the finally means either there is error or there is no error. Either there is an error or there is no error. For example, division by 0 is not possible. Subtraction of two strings are not possible. Division of two strings are not possible. So this type of things are not possible. So there is an error, there is an exception. Second one is exception, so it will try to handle the exception. If there is an exception, then only that second block will run. If there is no exception, try will try to execute it. So this is an try except block, but the finally will execute whatever may be the scenario. There is an error, the finally will execute it. If there is no error, the finally will at that time also it will execute it. Let's jump onto an example and understand it very clearly what I am saying this. So let's start with a very simple example. Try colon, this is a syntax. Try colon, try is the keyword, and we'll try to print name. Done. And let's have except block, means exception block, and print an exception has occurred. Exception has OCCURRED. Might I'm wrong or right, I'm not sure about the spelling of occurred, but okay, let's save it. We haven't created name here. We haven't created name here. This is purposely I am creating error. So let's execute this. Terminal. I don't want you. There is okay. Python Python. Wow, where it is typing, man. Okay, just a second. Uh, Let me clear it again. What happened, bro? System got. See, an exception has occurred. Why? Because we are trying, the try block is trying to print name, but there is no name itself. But showing a red line error or something to the user is not appropriate. User won't get anything out of that error. Line number 2, line number 125, there is an error, this and that. So try and catch block or try and exception block is used for this type of scenarios. If there is an error, we need to handle it as a developer. We need to handle it and we need to showcase some other error statement. So we have handled it very well and we have shown an exception has occurred to end user. Or else if I remove that except block and try to print name, Python will give us an error, name is not recognized, name this and that, this other types of issue which end user won't get it. Got my point? Why try and catch or try and exception block is being used? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Then I will add else and finally to this code. We will be seeing multiple examples for this. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Just waiting for you all. Thumbs, or if you didn't get why we are using this, I can okay, Shivang got it. Others, Desigyan provided, Rama, super. Okay, let's continue. Let's see another example for it. In this I will try to print a number. Again, we don't provide a number. So there are multiple types of exception. One of them is a name error. One of them is a name error. This is an inbuilt one. I've gone through the Python documentation, so I have no multiple exceptions. And we can say variable name is not defined. Simple. And also you can create as many as exceptions you want. Exception, and here this is, I am creating the default one. First one is the name error, which is inbuilt one. Second one I'm creating my own, and we can say something went wrong. Simple. Let's save it, clear the console, execute it, and you see it's saying variable, sorry, number, it should be number. Typo, my bad. Variable number is not defined because actually it is not defined. And if there is some other error, it will jump to except this second one exception. Why? Because divide by 0 example. Sure, I will do that right away. Sure. Just a second. So let me just explain you else part also in this, and then I will be taking this example, division by 0. That is easy because that is also an error here. So name error is inbuilt error. There are list of multiple inbuilt errors. You can use it directly. If that variable is not defined, that is a name error. You should know which error, when to use it. So if you want, I can share those lists with you all, or you can go to the Python documentation and go through all the errors there. If there is some other error, so it will skip this exception, the first exception block, and jump to the second one and print something went wrong. So if everything is fine, I mean if number has a value, is a number has a value, let's save it and see. Let's clear the screen. Perfect, it will directly print the number itself because now there is no exception. Of course, 5 is there, the number has a 5 number, it's holding a value of number 5. We are directly printing it. So in try, we are trying to execute the code If there is no error, it will execute the code successfully. If there is an error, so according to the error, name error or some other error, it will go to that exception block and print those error message. Up till now it is clear. Then we will jump to else part and finally, and then I will be taking that division by 0 example. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Then I will be proceeding further. Okay, 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 okay. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. So let's add else block over here only. Else, and I will be printing nothing went wrong. Nothing went wrong. Simple, a simple message. And let's see, we have 5 at the place. So try will execute and print 5. Out of this 3, which block of code will execute? See, 5 executed and else also executed. Nothing went wrong. Now, to create a confusion, I will add finally and then I will be explaining why this is happening. Okay, let me quickly add finally, and this is the major confusion in all the learners. Else and finally, what is the difference between them? And what we can say in finally, uh, I am finally block. So save it. Let me. Okay, the code is visible. Let's execute and see. 5 is coming, else is also coming. Now finally block is also coming in the output. What is the major difference over here? This is I think in interviews not, but in the Viva and sometimes in majority time in Viva people ask this, what is the difference between else and final? Because try and exception block is easy to understand. But what is the difference between else and finally? Because we can see both the output. Let's generate an error. I will comment this. Let's generate an error and then see the output. Now we have purposely generated an error. Now let's see the output. So this is the output. In first one, we have 5, then we have else, and then we have finally block. When we have generated the output, we have that variable number is not defined, means the first exception block, and here we have finally block, which simply means if everything goes well, the try block executed successfully, then only the else block will execute, and finally will execute either of the condition. There is an error, it will execute. If there is no error, it will execute. That's what the finally is. But else will only execute when the try block is successfully executed, means there is no exception. Hope this is clear. Thumbs up, and we will move on to another topic. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up if this is clear or good, superb, anything you're comfortable with. Okay, this is clear means. So the next topic is file handling. Okay, this is interesting topic. File handling. So simply definition why it is important, file handling is important as a part of web application. If you want to create a web application using Python, this is the first thing you need to know, file handling. And the second thing is Flask, of course, to create an API, but the file handling is much more important. File handling has several functions like creating, reading, updating, deleting files. In short, manipulating the files. creating, reading, updating, and deleting is manipulating the files. So in file handling, we will be creating a file, we will adding few things to that file, deleting through few things from that file, updating, and of course reading. If you can create those file, read those file, you can do multiple things. So let's jump into the code straight away. It's very simple. What is file handling? Okay, VS Code. I will create one new file use underscore handling dot py, and let me clear the terminal. So let's start with file handling. File handling has four things: read, here the interpretation of read is R, append A, write W, and create X. Of course, we can create two types of file. First is text file, second is binary file. What are binary files? Images are your binary files. What are text file? This all are text file only. The code is of course a text only. Your text file, your resume, your Word file, your PPT, Python code, this all are in short a text file. Hope this is clear. What is binary file and text file? There are two types of file. So let's jump on to creating files. So to you use this, we need to, okay, let me, if there are two types of file: binary text file, binary CSV, TSV. Okay, in CSV, what you add? Text only. Majorly, machine understand two things only: text and binary. Binary is the images, your videos, and text any the form. I'm not talking about the format of the files, or else PPT is different. JSON is also a text file. JSON is all. What is the definition of JSON? Let me just quickly open that. See, this is the JSON. JSON is a text written with JavaScript object notation. Everything, if you are typing in text, it is known as text. Image is not a text, or video is not a text, it is binary. In terms of machine language, there are only two types of file. For us, of course, PPT file is different, CSV is different, Word is different, JSON is different. For us, file formatting is different. You're talking about CSV, that is a one format of a file. But inside that CSV, we have text only. Inside that PPT, I have text only. Inside Python or Java, we have text only. Got it? This point is clear? Clear. Okay. Okay, then let's create one text file, and I will name it as demo file dot txt, and let's have something in it. Hello, welcome to code with nm, and this file is for testing file handling in Python. Simple. Let's save it. One of my text file is being created. Let's jump to our code, and simple, we will be opening that file here. In short means reading that file here. So I will create one variable to do that. Use open function. Now I need to specify the name of the file, which is demo file .txt, of course with the extension, and I only want to open and read that file. So there are few modes. The basic modes are read, write, append. These are the basic mode, and I want to print it into f dot read mode simple file dot read mode simple Python file handling, and voila, it is done. Magic. We are successfully reading the content of that text file with the help of Python. We are printing that too in Python terminal. If you are able to read it, we can able to update it, write it. So we can manipulate that file now with the help of Python without opening that file. Got my point? Hello, hello, hello. And of course, why there are two things. Tip of the day. I'm directly just highlighting the name of the file in my Python file because it's in the same folder with my py file, that this demo file.txt is in the same folder with my current working Python file. If it is there in some other folder or drive, you need to first mention the address d drive colon slash whatever your file, the address of the file. Simple. Where to get the address of the file? You know how to get the address of the file, I think. If not, it's very simple. Yes, okay, you know, it's good. Got it. This was very easy. Of course, I've one another tip of the day. As you don't want to type more, like in modules we have done import module as, so here also we can do in a same way. Here is everything is same, just type it as f, and here this will be changed to with open as, and here simply f dot read. Simple. I have habit of doing this, that's why I by default typed f dot read here. If you don't want to type the whole thing, this is one of the, what we can say, way to do it. If you don't want to create variable, like I've created variable file equals to, this is another way in Python you can do it using with, and of course, so save it, you will get the same output. See, the output is same. Simple, but the indentation is required. But if this is too complex for you all, voila, this is very simple. Do this, as simple as that. Okay, read file is done. Let's go to write file. There is two things. Once when you use write file, if the file exists, we can append in that file. Append means update the file content. And if you are using write file and file doesn't exist, it will create a new file. Got my point? I will repeat again. Don't know the address of file. Okay. For example, this is the address of my Python current file. See the address? D workspace YouTube live coding Python. This is the address. Of course, if you don't know the address of that particular file, but you can locate it from the file system, like go to the file folder or file explorer, click on that file, right click, go to the properties, and you can find the address of that file. Try it in your system and then copy that address and paste it over here. Like for example, it will be, once you add the address, it should be look like this. And don't forget to add slash. So the address will be like this: d workspace YouTube live coding Python demo file.txt. With the address, it will look like this. As simple as that. Simple. Done. This point done. Okay, if this is done, again, what I was saying is we have learned open and read over here. We are opening the file and reading the content. Now the second topic is writing a file. So there are two things for writing of the file. Okay, thanks for confirmation. Two things of writing a file. If the file exists. Yes. In Linux, we use in terminal to see all the files. Yes, ls-l will list all the files, and of course there are other commands to directly grab the file location. There are multiple things in Linux and command. Okay, so two things in write First, if the file exists, we will append means update the content of file. And second thing is, if the file doesn't exist, the write command will create that file first and then append the things to it. So we will be seeing both of them. So let me comment this. Let's jump on to the next part. Same, I will be using same thing, or you want me to use that with open one? It's up to you. If you are familiar with this, let's work with this only. I don't want to complicate things. Same demo file dot txt. First, opening the file, and I will append. I want to append a, append it, and what I want to append in this file is file dot write. I want to write, and we can add more content added. Simple. This should be by default added to our demo.file. This should be by default added to our demo.file. Just a second. Any doubt up till here? Yes, no? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. No? Can continue? Okay. And once we have added something to a file, let's open that file again, and we need to read the content of it. Txt, we want to read it, and after reading it I want to print it. So file dot simple, the above code read, the same code we have already done here. That's the same code we are doing it here. Print file dot read. Simple, whatever may be the error, we will be fixing those error. Okay, let's save it. Just a second. Can we take user input and add in file? Of course you can do it. You can take user inputs and add update in the files. That is very much possible, because if opening a file is possible, manipulating a file is possible, the one extra step is we are taking any input from a end user and then we are passing that input into the file only. It's the same thing. Okay, let's save it, run it. Might there will be an error. Let's together we will fix it. So what's the error here? My Okay, here is an error. There is an error. Invalid syntax. It says as invalid syntax, and purposely I'm doing it so while time you coding it, you don't face error. If you face it, you know how to fix it. It says invalid error. What is the error? The exclamation is the error. It should be inside double quotes, not outside it. Done. Now all the errors are gone. Let's clear this console, and before that let's open demo.file, and there should not be more content added. This line should not be there. Okay, there is it's not that because we are appending it. After me hitting enter, it should by default added in demo.file. Let's hit enter. Okay, see, it added also and it printed also. Why it is printed? Because in line number 7 we are again opening that file. Without opening that file you can't read it, you can't write it. So this is the by default code. Every time you need to open the file. It's simple. Like you open a file, you type code, save it and close it. Without opening file, you can't read it, you can't write it, means you can't update it. That's why this is mandatory. Every time you need to open that file. But in what mode you are opening it? Append mode, you want to type it. In read mode, you just want to read it. So because of this code, we are getting this output, and the above code is only responsible for adding more content. this one. So let's go to our demo file.txt and see this has been added. But you don't need to open that because we are already reading it over here and printing it, means it already has been added or had been added. Okay. Any doubt? Perfect. More content added. So file already done. Then why we? Okay. You create a new file, main1.py. You created it, and I want you to code printing statement in that. Without opening that file, can you code it? You create new file, but without opening a file manually, can you code it anything? That's what the logic over here is. If we create that file, we need to open that file again and again to perform any activity inside it. Either it can be reading, updating, anything. That's why we need to open that file. Without opening that, for example, I want to code in main.py. The main.py is already created, but I need to click it. Once I click it, that file is being opened in my screen. Without opening it, I can't do anything here. That's what that Python creator has this logic. Okay, done, done, done. Simple. Read was simple, write was simple. Now let's go with deleting a file. But before that, let's check that what I have told is if the file exists, it will append. If it doesn't exist, it will create that file. So let's change the file name to demo1, and here also I will change it to demo1 to read it. Let's save it. We don't have demo file 1. Let's save it and let's execute it. Let's see, will my write function will create demo file 1, and that after creating it, it should add more content added to it. So let's hit enter, and you see one new file, demo file 1, has been created, and inside it more content added is also done. Let me open that file. I don't need to, but for your all sake I'm opening that file, demo1.txt, and of course this has been added because we have a printing statement on line number 8 and 7, so I don't need to open that file. Done. This is clear. Write file performs two function. With the help of write function, we can append the existing file, or we can create a new file then append it if the file doesn't exist. If this is done, let's jump on to deleting a file. We will delete demo file 1 only. How to delete a file? Simple. We need to have one library imported, because deleting a file, we are deleting from our operating system, so we need to import one module, which is inbuilt module, which is known as OS. And from here, let me comment this all because now this is not required. And here os.remove, you can see it has read, os.read, read link, remove directories, dir means directories, renames, replace. So we need to have remove. We are using remove, and which file you need to remove is demo txt, sorry, demo file 1 dot txt, and let's save it clearly for your sake. Done. Now this is visible. Enter, enter, enter. Let's save it and execute it. You see that file has been deleted. From my left side, that file has been missing. That file has been deleted. If you want, you can also have a printing statement that demo file 1 is successfully deleted for the end user if you want. That's it. This was the three things in file handling. Topic is done. If import OS, remove file, of course, provided it's know it. So file handling is done. If there is any doubt, I can revisit that topic, retouch that topic. If not, let's jump on to another topic of today's. Just thumbs up if you are good to go. If not, just type your error, the which topic, read, write, append, or remove. I will re-explain it. Fast, 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 fast. Pro edit. Actually, it won't because Python doesn't have an administrator access. So first you need to provide an administrator access in Windows, whatever Windows you are using, and then only it will try to do it, but it won't do it. Windows. Don't try this code. How to add, sir? How to re-add, sir? Re-add means the same file which is being deleted. There is no re-adding. You need to rerun the above code. That again you need to create that file. Simple. Once that is deleted, you can't get it back. If it is there in your recycle bin, you can get it back. But if it is not, then there is no way to get it back that file. Okay, someone has. Okay, there is one issue. Let me quickly fix that issue. It is possible. Day 5. Okay. Okay, my description is I have not updated the description of today's live. That's what the issue is. I will fix it. Yes, sir, same file. You can't have that same file once it is deleted. If it is not in your recycle bin, you need to recreate it. My description is wrong. I have the same yesterday's description. I will fix that later on. Okay. If everything is clear, let's jump on to the another topic, which is of course JSON, and this is most important topic if you are dealing with the web with the help of Python. So what is JSON? JSON is a syntax for storing and exchanging of data. We store data in a form of JSON. Exchange data means, yes, it is very clear. Okay, we exchange the data means incoming, outgoing. Simple. Exchanging data means, of course, exchanging of words and simple things. It's basic English. We store in a form of JSON and we respond in a form of JSON. That is the exchanging of data. So what is JSON? JSON is a text. Simple. It is a text written in JavaScript object notation. Means there is a syntax to have any text into a JSON format. That's what a JSON is. Let's see. So should I create a new file? Then this many file I need to share with you all. That's why I was not creating multiple files. Okay, anyways, we'll do it in app.py. App.py because JSON is not that uh, huge or complex topic, because then I need to share multiple files with you all. That's the major thing. Okay, let's proceed. So anybody has already worked on JSON? Yes, no, no, yes, no, no, no. Okay, if not, let's we will start it today. Okay, so in Python we can't directly work on JSON. That's why they have created a JSON module itself. Small, sorry, JSON module itself. We need to import it, and the format of JSON will be, let's create person equals to, this is a actual JSON format. It also comes with, it's look like something like dictionary only, keys and values. I'm not 2 years of I'm not 2 years old, but anyways. And city, of course, I born and brought up in Mumbai. So name, age, symbol, this is a JSON format. More specifically, if you want to see the actual correct format of JSON, I will show you. Just just hold for a second. Just bear with me for a second. I just want to complete this program. And of course, why this single quotes is required or double quotes, you can add anything. Python deals with string only. So this entire JSON I've covered inside a string, means it will act, the complete JSON is now acting as a string. Now what we can do is we are doing parsing. What we are doing? Parsing, because the format of JSON is different, and of course the Python is only works in string, so we need to do parsing. And to parse anything in Python only in JSON format, let me be clear, let me have a result JSON. uh, the result is holding a JSON. We will be using JSON dot loads, and we will be passing that person. What this JSON dot load do? It will parse the entire string and convert into the JSON. Hello, 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 hello. No, 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 no. Anything. Prompting ही नहीं है. JSON prompting ही नहीं है. Okay. JSON prompting ही नहीं है. I didn't got you. What do you mean? Okay, you mean like all the AI's chatbots, you prompt them not in plain English but in a JSON format. You mean to say that? And second, I use JSON like database in my chatbot. Very good, pro edits. Okay, let me, where were we? We were on JSON, of course. So let's try to now print that JSON format thing into, because first thing first, this is JSON and Python can't print JSON directly. So what we have done, we have loading the JSON, which is of course in this variable, storing it in the result, converting it as a string, sorry, dictionary. Now Python can print dictionary. So with the help of result, I can call, let's call city, save it. Let me remove that extra space. Now the code is in. What is there? The system cannot find the specific. What I've executed, man, I need to execute app.py. Simple. Mumbai. What has happened over here is we have a JSON format. We have a JSON name as person. Then we tried to use JSON.load function and converted that person into dictionary inside the result. And the result now is acting as a dictionary in Python. And then with the help of dictionary, we are calling the key. And of course, it will give us its value, which is city name Mumbai. Of course. If this is clear, I will move on to convert from Python to JSON. Means if we have Python thing, we will convert it into the JSON thing. Vice versa. Thumbs up or not clear. So I will be clear, clear, clear. Yes, yes, no, no, anything. Shivang is clear. Others. Fast. After JSON, we will take 5 minutes of break for you all also. And then we will be continuing with other topics. Okay, if it is clear, then let's jump onto the conversion, vice versa conversion. So we will take another example. okay, let me comment this. We need that module because this JSON.load is coming from that module. That load is a function. So now I will be using dumps. So let's create one dictionary. So dictionary of a student. Let's create a student. How dictionaries look like? Same like JSON only. It's look like same. It's same like JSON. Name of a student. A name. Let's go with me only. And of course, and age. I'm 2 years old. And what I'm learning. So subject or course. I'm learning Python. Done. Dictionary is done. Keys and values. This is done. Now let's convert that into, let have a variable that convert, let's convert that student into JSON. So JSON dot dumps, and there are other methods also. One method is stringify in JSON itself. Normal, I have already used that method in my I think Flask API video while I'm creating a Flask API, because web deals with JSON, Python deals with strings, so that conversion was stringify and JSON. But here I'm using some other functions, and let's directly print result. Done. Save it. Let me remove the unnecessary spaces so we can see a complete code in one line, one go. Let's save it, clear the screen. Simple. Now this is a format of JSON. That's what we have done over here. This is a JSON format, and see, the dictionary has been converted into the JSON format. This is a JSON format. Done, done, done. Thumbs up, yes, clear, everything. Anything is fine. So we will take 5 minutes break and we will be right back. Clear, clear, clear. If you ask what is the difference is web browser doesn't understand the dictionary or string format. It understands the JSON format. Python doesn't understand the JSON format. So this conversion is required. That's it. That's the only explanation. Done, done, done. Thumbs up, quickly, thumbs up. That it is clear. I don't think there is anything very difficult over here. It was very simple. The dumps convert dictionary to JSON, and here load converts JSON to dictionary. Simple. Okay, clear. Let's take a quick coffee break, and then we will jump on to regular expression, the next topic, and of course the most important, Tkinter, creating GUI in Python. So let's take a quick coffee break and we'll be right back in 5 minutes. We will be back at sharp at 1 p.m. It's 12:53 now. We will be back at 1. Let's grab a coffee or drink a water bottle. Just move around from the place you're sitting from last. I'm not sure. I'm live. I think I'm live on last 2 hours. Okay. Subpickle module load dump same as JSON. Yeah, and yeah, meantime, once you all are on break, I think pro edits or someone has requested me for that divisible by zero thing. So once let's take a break. I will be back, and meantime I will code that in background. You all take a 5 to 6 minutes break. We will be back at 1, and then I will be answering all the doubts and query for you all. Okay. Okay, we are back. And yeah, meantime, I've already, I think, provided us. Let me just scroll up and check the chat. Who asked that divisible by 0? Uh, 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 yes, Shivang. Shivang asked for that example. So, yes, Shivang, here it is. Division.py. Here, try block. In try block, I have take the numerator. I just, for making the stuff easy, I've just named that in the same way. Taking an input, always Python take input as an string, so I'm converting that into integer. So this will take a number, denominator will also take a number, and of course basic simple mathematics, result equals to numerator divided by denominator, and we are printing the result. If there is a 0 in denominator, then it will jump to exception. 0 division error. Error is division by 0 is not possible. This is an inbuilt Python error. And of course, the other one can be an value error. Please enter a valid number. For example, user can add A, B, C, D, and A divided by 0, A divided by 10 is not possible. So we need to handle that exception also. And of course, in the else part, if the try block will execute successfully, the else part will say the division operation completed. Let's save this file, execute it. Let me clear the screen. Sorry. Python div, enter a numerator. Let's enter 10. Enter a denominator, let's enter 2, and we will get a result is 5, and else part is executed. Division operation completed. Let's clear the screen and let's enter the numbers again. Let's enter 10. Now let's enter the denominator 0, and it will give us the error division by 0 is not possible. Now again, let's clear the screen and let's try to enter A. It will say directly, it will say please enter a valid number. So all the value error, the 0 division, and successfully execution of this code is done. Simple. This is how you use try exception block in Python. Done. Just give it a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, and we will be continuing with our topics. Done. Yes, no, anything? Done. Okay, let's continue with regex, means regular expression. Simple. Regex or regular expression is a sequence of characters that forms a search pattern. In short, you can use to check if a string contains a specific search pattern. Let's jump into an example so this English definition will be very easy to understand. So I'm doing it in the app.py because this is also a very easy and simple topic. Here it is a JSON one. Let's comment the import also. And the regular expression is again a module created inside a Python. So we need to import RE, means regular expression. Let's have a plain simple text equals to hello from code with nm. Simple text, simple string text. Let's apply some RE speciality. So for that, let me enter this. We need to use some other. Let's use result only. And here I'm using RE search, And what we want to search over here is, let's search code with nm, and where this, from where this code with nm, the string, it is residing in this variable. So from where we want to search it, we want to search it in this entire string, which is again this variable is holding it. So we need to have that variable over here. But again, there are few things we need to keep in consideration. For example, let me just complete the code, because result will hold a value true or false, because this search function, if this is there in this text, it will return true and store it into the result, or false. So we need to have if condition, if result colon, means it, if it is true, then print uh, we have found a match, we have found a match, simple. Else no match found, no match found, as simple as that. Let's save it, and that's one thing we will see. Sorry, chart clear, and we are inside app.py, enter. See, we have found a match, because this code with nm is there inside this text variable. Okay, let's change it to mango. Mango is not there. Let's see the output. No match found, simple. This is one of the function of regular expression. Clear, clear, clear. This was the simplest one. There are find all, search we have already seen. There are four functions in RE: find all, split, sub, and search. We have already seen search. Find all means it will return the list containing all the matches. For example, if I try to search L or O from this entire search, so all the O's will be written in the in our terminal. Search we have already seen, searching a particular string or searching a particular sentence. Code with nm, I've searched three words from that complete string. It search that. Split, it will return again a list with exact match. With code with nms match, it will return that and split it. And sub, replace one or many matches with a string. If you want to see all those examples, there are much more for RE. This is not a very small module. It's a very big module. There is ample of things we can do with set, ample of things we can do with special sequences, ample of things we can do with flags, ample of things we can do with characters, box bracket, dollar sign, forward slash, backward slash, question mark, parenthesis. There are multiple things in that, but that is all not important. Search is one of the most important thing we use in, of course, real world, because if there is a huge, let, if there is a huge string or a text on your website, and something else, for example, where it can be used, you have a product and you have a product description, and if user try to search something from UI, it try to search, for example, it try to search a pen holder, it try to search pen holder, then this pen holder, it should be there in the description or not. We can do this type of mechanism. This is a very simple and normal example. We can have a much more complex example for this search in regular expression. I think you all got my point. So this is regular expression. You can go through the Python. I will share you that link. You can go through Python functions, inbuilt modules, and all the regular expressions. Let me just type all regular expressions over here. Hash. Let me type at the end. Hash, of course, find all. Then next one is find search. We have already seen this. And split, 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 and the other one was sub, sub. What it does, first one will return a list containing all match. It will generate a list containing all the match, means a list of with comma nm. It will generate a list with all the matches. If there is multiple with multiple nm, multiple code in one single statement, it will return everything. Search, we have already seen search. The second is split. Of course, again the split will return a new list where string has been split at the each match. For example, I've tried to split from. I will try to split this text from from. So it will give me a new list with code with nm and hello, because this is the splitting point. And sub means replace one or many matches with the string. I want to replace code with nm with something else, so that sub will replace that, the last one. Simple. This all are there in the documentation. Very simple and basic functions in regular expression. You can try it offline. Done, done, done. If this is good, just give me a thumbs up or type done, or else you want to see it this all three remaining three, I can code it right away. It's completely on you all, because the next topic is Tkinter. We want to jump. Done, done. Thumbs up if this topic is clear. Fast, 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 fast. Because I need to jump onto the Tkinter. This point is clear to you all. Split is a string function. Okay, you want to see the split example? I can do it. Okay, let's do it a split. Let's do it split. Yeah, once you see it, it will be clear to you all. Okay. Let's use the same text. Bye bye. Why you are popping up? Let me just quickly comment this all. We need this import re, so I'm leaving it as it is. And let's have result equals to, of course, re dot split. And once you see it, and I want to split it one each letter, so let me have those comma txt, and then simply I will print result, and you will see the difference. Save it. Done. Okay, okay, just a second, let me also it type of, let me print this type of text. Sorry, it should be result. The type of result should be list, because according to definition split returns list. So this is list, and it has splitted each and every word into a different items of the list. Clear, clear. Split is a string function. Clear. Hello from code with an M is a single string in line number 474, and now it has been split to a single item of the new list. This result is now a list. Clear, 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 clear. Okay. Okay, now let's jump to the final part, which is GUI, which is very much interesting. I'm not sure how far you can imagine creating a GUI, graphical user interface, but I have created ample of that and I've already shared with you all. If not, if you didn't got that link, go to Code with an M, go to my channel, go to playlist, and under playlist you will find Python. The playlist name is Python, and inside that you will see ample of wonderful GUI I have already created. The code is huge, of course, because the project was that huge. But yeah, today we are going to learn Tkinter. What is a Tkinter? Simple. First thing first. Anybody has used Tkinter or done any coding in GUI? Hello, hello. No? Okay. From your response, I've got it. Okay. So what is Tkinter? Tkinter is a Python built-in library. Everything is built-in library only. For creating graphical user interface is a basic definition. It's, but it gives us a toolkit, a weapons, knife and XYZ toolkit, hammer, and that's all to create that GUI. What is GUI? This PPT is graphical user interface of PowerPoint software. This this minimizing the window, all this file, home, insert tab, design tab. This is graphical user interface, and I am saying that we can create this GUI with the help of Tkinter in Python. Okay, so what do we need and what do we need from Tkinter and why do we need a Tkinter? There's two things. The first thing first, why do we need a Tkinter? It provides a built-in and easy way to create blah 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 blah. Already have told this multiple times. Second, offer various widgets and vast widgets like button, label, text boxes, menu, radio button, XYZ. If you are aware of forms, everything inside forms like label, input box, buttons, radio button, checkbox, submit button, everything we can create here with the help of Tkinter. Of course, it's eliminate the external GUI framework. We don't need to use any third party softwares or any third party module to create GUI in Python. Yes, of course. And third is useful for building desktop application like calculators, form apps and dashboards and etc etc etc. You name it, we can create it. As simple as that. My one thing is in coding, like we have a role models in real life that I want to be like that, I want to be like this. So I want to be a that developer. When I was in my college days, when I was learning that you name anything, I will code that thing. Everything is possible with the help of coding. I can create anything with the help of coding. You name it, eye, a human face, a sky, a mountains, without using any softwares. There is one video on my channel. I'm just using HTML, CSS, and JS. HTML, HTML, CSS, and JS. I've created one wonderful eye. So that's what I'm saying. You name it, I can create it. That's what I want to achieve in coding. I already achieved it, but this was my seeing in when I was in my learning days in college. So let me show you that video to keep you motivated and charge up, and then we will jump into GUI. There is one video I've created very long back. The CSS for that is tremendous. It's very huge, very big CSS. This is the video. Hope it is visible. Leave the code, leave the code, leave everything. Don't see the code. 5 years, okay. It's now 5 years. See, this is what I have achieved. This is I have coded with the help of HTML, CSS, and JS, and of course jQuery. That's a human eye. I've like it's like drawing. I've drawn not on the paper, not with the help of pencil and pen, but with the help of tech stacks. I've created this. Simple. So you can also do it with the help of programming. Anything is achievable. Anything. You just name it, I create it. That's my tagline. Simple. Coming back to GUI. Of course, support driven programming, making it suitable for responsive user interface. Of course, thank you this again, full of imagination skills. Of course, if you are in a programming world, or if you are in commerce world, or if you are a doctor, just aim for the best, to be the best in that particular field, to know everything inside out. That's the ultimate goal you should have in your life. If I want to be in this domain, I will make sure in that domain I know everything. It's not I will be the on top. No, I will know everything. Being on top and knowing everything is two different things. Okay. Like support driven programming make it suitable for responsive user interface. So we creating a GUI in Python, and Tkinter help us to use the Python logic, list, collection, classes, function, oops concept, and we can make that UI which is not live, which is not responsible. It's just a simple button like we are creating in HTML, but with the help of Python programming, we can make it to live. Means you can fill up a form, click on the submit button, that form will be saved as a list or a JSON in your text file or in any other file with the help of Python. That's what the last point meant to be. Clear? Why do we need tkinter and what is tkinter? If it is clear, let's jump on to coding itself. We'll create a new file for that. tkinter.py. Before starting anything, I am just waiting for you all to respond, and then voila, we will jump into it. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Then I will be start writing the code. Let's go. Okay. So as I've already stated, it's a module. Tkinter is module. We need to import it. So we have already imported the tkinter, and then now there are widgets, there are much more things, but I'm not jumping into the widgets and everything. I will create a root. This is important. Why this is important? Because this is the placeholder of everything. Imagine a green board, and on that green board, now I'm pinpointing my other papers, important things, and other things. So this is the root. This is important. This is my green board, and on this green board, we will create everything. Done. And loop is required because we want our GUI should be running continuously unless and until we stopped it. So that's why this loop is required. So root dot main loop. This is the basic template or boilerplate of tkinter. Let's save it and we'll execute this, and the file name is tkinter. Enter it. What's the issue? Okay, the issue is here. Let me just expand the error so you also can see it. See, it says on line number 1, import tkinter. So tkinter, the spelling is correct. Perfect. Now root equals to tkinter, and then it says attribute error, partially initialized module tkinter has no attribute tk. Simple. It says there is nothing tk here. Got it. This is the error I'm purposely making so you all will. So first thing first, it says on line number 1 itself it's the error. So this is actual error, yes or no, in the comment. Fast. Yes or no. Is this the actual error? Line number 1, importing tkinter. You can't name your file tkinter. Okay. You want me to rename the file? Why so? Why so, Rama? So you actually highlighted the actual problem, but you need to of course answer it why so. I will wait for Rama to answer this. You all are very smart learners. OMG, he's like shock. Oh, I was correct. Yes, of course you was correct because Tkinter is a module means tkinter.py is already been created as a bundle module of Python. So I can't rename my file as a tkinter. That's what the original issue is. And of course you perfectly found it and provide a solution, and this what a problem solving skills or a developer should be. You debug it very well and you answer it very well, and this what you will get plays in MNCs in this way only. So clap for the Rama. Perfect. You found the issue perfectly. There was no coding error, but the file name was the error. So I will make such types of error every time in any of my life so that you all can solve it and develop the logic. This is how the logic is being developed. Logic is not, no one can teach you logic. This is how you need to develop your logic. We can teach you the syntax, we can teach you the programming language, we can teach you many things, but logic can't be taught. It needs to be addresses in a correct way. So this is a way to address the logic. Okay, so this is what the output is. This is what I'm talking about. This is my root. This is my green board, means this is my root. Now I need to attach my button, my input box, my label, my checkbox, my everything, and create a beautiful form. Or we can create a notepad out of this. We can create PPT from this. It's just a matter of coding, knowing the syntax, knowing the functions inside the tkinter. Okay, done. So let's proceed. And it is not closing because of this main loop, so I need to close it. So to close it, simple, how you close any application, click on red cross. Done. So let's create something. Let's add label to this. Let's add label to our current project. So for label, let's I can't use label as a variable, so I will be using L, and L should be capital, Label. Now label takes two things as a parameter. First, where I need to place it. So we need to place it on that green board, and that green board is our root. Simple. Second, what is the text you want to display on that green board? So let's display welcome to code with NM. Simple. And this is done. But again, we are just have my green board, and also the label is a white paper. I'm just holding that white paper on that green board. If I remove my hand, that white paper will fall down. So to place that white paper on the green board, I need to use a thumb pin. So that with the help of thumb pin, I will attach that paper on the green board. So that thumb pin over here is pack. We need to use dot pack to hold my label label onto my screen, means onto my root, of course. And here we are just imported tkinter. So label is undefined, unknown to my program. So what we need to do it, we need to import everything from tkinter. So from tkinter, import everything, and in programming everything means star. So import everything means star, and then we need to remove this, and simply our job is done. All errors are gone. Star means import everything. Everything inside tkinter module, you just need to import everything. So use star. Simple. Let's save it execute this, and let's see the output. Let me quickly grab this here and see, this is the output. It's very small, I know, because we don't have anything except label. So this says welcome to code with nm. Are we on the same page? Yes, yes. Thumbs up, done, done. So I will continue. And I hope, is this visible or not? I'm not sure. Okay, thumbs up, everyone. If we are made it so far, we understand it. What is going on? Done, done. Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. You all are coding with me, I think. Okay, let's add a button. Let's add a button. Let's leave this as it is as label, and also let's add a button. So for button, I can use button because here every function has B capital, L capital. You can see L capital. So I can use a small label itself over here. It's not an issue, but let it be. L is fine right now. I don't want to redo things again. So button, and again we need to place that button on something. So that is root in our current example. Let me remove. Okay, this is fine. I think this is visible. I don't want to remove anything. Now text, this text will be on button itself. So press me, anything is normal text. Now we need to set the size of the button. Size of the button means the width, the height, and everything. So here I'm just addressing its width, how long I just want that button. So in terms of width, so let's have 20, and one more parameter is required, but right now I'm skipping that parameter. And again, to hold this button on that green board, we need to pack it. And let's hit enter. Let's save it, execute this, and let's see, the button should appear on our, okay, let me quickly, okay, let me maximize it. So here it is. Let me maximize it. You can see code within the label, and press me. The button will press, but nothing will happen because we don't have any logic on this button, of course. So but it is a button, so we can press it. Press me, press me. I'm pressing him or it, because it is a button. No, it has no gender, so it will be, it will be it. Okay, so done. There is one more thing to button, that is command. What this command do? Command, we can call any function. We can call any function to this command. Any function means build function also, and user defined function. If you want to create some function, we can call that also. So I'm just for this sake, example sake, I'm calling root.destroy. Root.destroy means if once this press me is clicked, this entire UI will be closed. As simple as that. Let's save it, rerun it, and once, okay, it says, do you mean destroy? Spelling out destroy, ROY. Typo. Clear the screen, and yeah, voila, it is done. Let me quickly maximize it and grab it to the screen. And now once I pressed it, this should be closed. This complete GUI should be closed. See, voila, it's closed. Done, done, done. This is clear. This is very much clear. Easy. Up till now, GUI is going easy. Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed and uh, create some other things also. Okay, now the code will be, ah, let me remove the unnecessary space. Okay, we have welcome to code with an M. We have one button. Let's use, let's try with input boxes. Let's go with input boxes. So let it be this label. Uh, let's let it be with the label. Let's create an input boxes. So for that, let I will be taking first name and last name. So f name and simply equals to label. That label should be on root, of course, and here text. What is going on? Don't ask him and disable the issue, bro. Why you are reporting a bug again and again? Hope I'm live. Okay, system back. Come back to normal, bro. What happened to you? Give me 1 minute. My whole laptop has been hanged. Let me close that. Exit. Yes, yes. Bye bye. Might I will be live if I close everything. Leaving. Okay, for my system is too much. Okay, what I can do now? This is okay. Let me quickly just open another browser. My YouTube live chat has been closed. Okay, let's back to normal. Hush. What a relief. Okay, so this is a label. F name is the label, and we will be creating last name also. Root text same thing. Double quotes. Last name. Of course, grid, and of course row 1 if you want side by side. If you want, so let's go with the row, then we will come with the column. Side by side is column, up and down is row, and done. If I save this, but before saving this, this is only the label. We need to take the first name and last name as an input. So let's create an input in f name. Let's go with small naming things, and here it should be an entry. The input box here, it's known as entry, and let's have, of course, this also should be on root only, so I'm giving it at root. And here I will be using grid. So you can use it in two ways. I will be showing you two ways. For example, in the same line, we have already seen on a line number 7 and line number 10, we can use grid on the same line. Or else you can do in this way also, in f name dot grid. This is also a way. I want this input box, this input box should come right side to my label of f name. So right side will be on the same row, which is 0, but right side will be column 1. Done. And let's create the input of last name. Let me have this input only, or else it will be a confusing for you all. What is in input? L name means last name. Of course, it should be entry, and this entry should also be on the green board. In our case it is root, and we can go with that same line grid. Of course, that is in above one I was just showing you the use case, and this is on the row 1, and of course the column should be 1 because I want right side of the last name, and let it be the button and everything. Let's execute this, and cannot use geometry again inside, which is uh, why you are just saying that I cannot use grid in the same. We can use. If not, okay, let me just, for the time being, I will just remove this from here. Also, let's remove this from here. Also, just remove this from here. Save it, clear the console, hit enter. What's the issue? Okay, now I need to go through the error. Cannot use geometry manager grid inside which already has slaves managed pack. So they are saying you can't use grid with the pack. So let me comment this. At comment this. There is pack or no pack, no pack, no pack, no pack, no pack. Give me the error. No. Okay. So this is what we have. I know it's not visible that much, but here I can enter my first name, and here I can enter my last name, of course. So this is how your first name, it is on 0th row, and your entry which on row 0 and column 1, this is your column 1, and this is the last name on the row 1, and the next one is column row 1 and column 1, my surname. So hope this is clear, and the error was regarding Tkinter. I think they have updated this because when I started Tkinter at that time I was able to use everything at the same time. But here they are saying if you are using pack, you only use pack. If you are using grid, only use grid. You can't use both of them at the same time. Might be some geometrical or calculation issue because this is all geometry to place it uh, on 0 row or column 1 or row 1 or column 2. This is how input works over here. If I want to change this, because pack and grid, I just need to have grid over here, and we will add row equals to 2, and we will have button in the output. Let me close that, and let's hit, and now we will have press me button on row 2. See, we will have press me button on root 2. If I click it, it will ultimately root.destroy will work, and this will be closed. Done. Hope up till now it is clear. Up till now this is clear. Yes, yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, no. Because this is a very huge topic. There is a check button, radio button, list box, scroll bar, menu button, combo box, scale, top level, messages, menu button, progress bar, menus, Canva. Canva means for use for drawing and everything. So we can create our own paint or 3D paint over here. Paneled window, color option in Tkinter. There are multiple color options. Like this, we have a plain first name, last name, or the typing is only in black color. We can edit that too using the colors and everything. So it is a very huge topic. I can't cover that huge topic in this live. So up till now, if you got a very basic and minimal idea of what is Tkinter, how to use it, how to create a simple things, so that's why I have written intro to it. If you want a detailed level of Tkinter in live, just comment on this video. Once this video is offline, just comment on that video that we want GUI Tkinter a dedicated video, live or offline, anything is fine if you are comfortable. And I will be doing a complete GUI from scratch. Already we have started with scratch, from scratch up till end. Pack inside we can give 100 200 x and y pixels screen. Yes, you can try, because packs work on coordination, x coordination, from negative x to positive x, from negative y to positive y. And here grid system works on rows and columns provided. So up till now it is clear. So yeah, yes or no, and of course just comment if you want the detail level of GUI in live or offline. Anything is fine for me. So we can do the next live if you want live on GUI Tkinter, because the topics I've named it, it will take another 1.5 hours to complete Tkinter, and then doing the project on Tkinter will take another 1.5 hours. So next more 3 hours will be required to complete this topic. It is so huge. Okay. Okay. If everything is clear, today's topic is done. I'm done with today's topics. Project in GUI. Of course, the playlist, you just go to code with nm and go to playlist and find python. I have done ample of projects on GUI. If you want more, I can do more projects on GUI. The projects I have done in GUI is, I've created one wonderful GUI. You enter your mobile number, you just type a message, send, click on a send button. That message will directly send to your WhatsApp or XYZ WhatsApp you want to send it. This type of GUI project I've done. How to get followers on Instagram using Python in GUI. I've done that. For I've done loan calculator in GUI. I have done some management thing, because 5 years, it's now 5 years for all that project I have done, but it's all there on code with nm playlist named python. So just go and visit and go through all the GUIs topic, and if you want more, I can do more on that. So today's topic is done. Module is clear. Try exception block is clear. File handling, JSON, regular expression, and GUI and Tkinter. If there is any doubt regarding this topic, you can ask, or else we are done with this today's live, or else you want to discuss or talk about something else, I'm open to it. Next 5 to 10 minutes we will stay live for that all. And yes, from this started with a scratch, from zero up till now in Python, you have become a hero. The next step is the roadmap in a domain specific using Python. Domain specific, now you will start learning if NumPy and other things. You are going to data analyst, data science, ML and AI. If you want to learn Flask and how the servers is been creating using Python, you are going to the web application side. So it's completely on you. You want to learn data analyst, data science, I can go and schedule my next 5 days or 1 week live for a data science, data analyst. Or if you want to go in web development, create live project in CUI. Okay, so we will do next live on this live project on GUI next week. But what project you all want on GUI? Inventory management, because I've already started coding on that. Let's do that using GUI. You are, if you all are comfortable with ML and AI, please. ML and AI will be very much difficult for you all. In terms of project I'm talking, if you want the roadmap and starting of ML and AI, of course we can start it. I think that live will end in months. Please do a voting, of course. Okay, let's do a voting. Let's do a voting. I will if you visit my channel code with nm, there is a community section. In that community section I will be posting a poll. You just all vote, and the maximum vote for the 4 topics, I will be doing the next live on that. Domain specific, yes, of course, for that only. How can I share my project on you can upload it on the GitHub and can share the GitHub link with me on my Instagram, or else you can mail me. The mailing ID is simple, code with nm@gmail.com. You can mail me, or else you can DM the GitHub link to me on Insta. or else you all can share. Let me show you my community, just a second. Or else you can share your all the projects and everything in the community itself. I have just opened my community for you all. Come there, just communicate with each other and have a gala time. Means just solve doubt with each other. I will be also uh, will be there solving your doubts and error in the community. It's a open. See, here is the community. Hope my screen is visible. This is the community viewers post. So Praveen has posted on 20th of September. Could you please teach us how to create chatbot with AI? And I've already responded to Praveen that I've already created that project, created a chatbot, but using AI. I've already done that. I have all the source code and everything in my system. So this is community. You can also visit Code with NM, go click on the community, and you can post your queries, your projects link over there. So can you please create a roadmap for AIML all the way from scratch? Of course, I can create that and will share you the roadmap in the community so everyone will have access to those. Again, let me demonstrate. Okay, so let me log in with my different ID and visit my channel. How you can post in the community and communicate with each other or me directly on YouTube. So let me search Code with NM on YouTube. Done. I have opened my channel. Let me quickly see. This is my channel. Now let's come to post. Here is the post in last. So this is all the post I've already made. Here is the poll. I've already asked the coders. I'm planning coming live. Just vote it. The source code on the React weather app using Python, the Flask API. This type of post I do and take polls. Building a small project to weather app portfolios. I have already done weather app portfolios and everything in my live sessions. So you can come here. Also, you can also be able to post anything, any doubt, any queries. You want to share your source code, you can share it over here. Just upload your source code on GitHub and share the link. Done. You got how we all can communicate. It's the community of Code with NM. We can come and ping anything, any doubt, any query. Also, you can discuss with each other that I am planning to do this. Will you all join me? And we all three can do the project at the same time. Someone do the UI, someone do the backend, someone do the logic, the UX, and everything. And all together, you can create the projects over here and just communicate over here. If there is any doubt, you stuck on any topic, just ping here. I will be responding to you all. Like Praveen has already done it. I've showed you the Praveen's thing in community. So he asked me to, can you teach me or create a chatbot with AI? I've already done that. What is your Gmail? Please write in the comment section below. The live class. I want to share the. Okay, okay. I will share my Gmail with you all. It's code with nm. This is my Gmail ID. Simple. Code with nm at the Gmail ID. This is my email ID, the gmail.com. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Or else if you all are comfortable pinging me on Insta, same Insta ID is code with nm. You just search code with nm, you will find it there. I think I have 2.5k plus followers, and people use Insta to communicate with me even now and then. Sure, sure, sure. I will be posting that in community right now. Just I want you all to what topics you want. What topics you want. Let me just do it right away. Let me do it right away. Just wait. Let me post. I will do it here. Let me just quickly post that. Your question is, and you just all when next class will be happen. Of course, as soon as you all vote for this, what is your prediction in future of ML and AI science? Okay, okay, I will answer this. My next live, as soon as you vote for the topics, for example, next live will be the complete project on GUI, or next live you want the roadmap to data science, ML, and AI. We will discuss that in live, or else you want a complete backend project in Python or a complete full stack project in Python. This four I will be adding into my polling questions, and as per your vote, the next live will be on Tuesday as soon as you all vote. So let me create that poll right away. And yeah, meantime, I will answer what is your prediction in future of ML and AI and data science and full stack everything. See, if you are interested in MLAI, it is a booming industry and it will go way far beyond because it is an industry revolution. Like we were working with hands, then we shifted to technologies like machinery, then now we are shifting to AI. That is a future. But ML and AI, it completely dependent on data. So data science job is also required. And second, the second most important thing is this all ML, AI and data science. This all depend on technology. What is technology means it is depend on the world of web. How the world of web is being running. The world of web is being run on API servers. An API server, this all has been handled or created by backend, full stack, cloud ops, DevOps, and everything. So don't be in that myth that AI or ML will eat my job. This won't be happening, I think, next 100 years or 200 years. AI can't handle servers, can't create servers. Okay, I'm posting the poll. Meantime, you can ask other questions also. And first backend project, second front end, third data science and full stack. This four topic you want, Shivang. So backend, I assume it's in Python. Front end, I assume it's in React. Data science, of course, roadmap. I can't directly start the coding because first you need to understand what is data and what is science and how they both come together and become a data science field. And the last one is full stack with React as a front end, Python as a backend. This is what I'm assuming you are asking for. So I will be creating uh, the poll for that only. Third, data science roadmap and intro. And the last fourth one is full stack. You said full stack is regarding Python APIs, Flask plus React, of course. Poll, created a poll. Uh, Done. Text poll, first option, backend, Python. second React.js, third data science roadmap and intro, add another option, and the last full stack. And also vote below and tell me the comment why you choose that topic, because that is okay. Visibility public, I've posted in the community. Just you all think on it, on on those four topic, vote it, and as soon as you vote is done, I will be doing it on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on your majority vote. So share your interview experience and mainly share the mistakes you made, and finally add your success. It will help for. Okay, I will share those my interview session. Okay. So during interview, I didn't make any mistakes. Of course, I was market ready. When graduated from college, before that only in my second last year, like 4 years of engineering. Of course, in third year only, I started applying for job, and I at that time only I cracked 2 to 3 interviews. This was just for testing purpose for myself. Because I just want to know how much far I have come by dedicating my entire day behind learning and coding. So first thing they asked me about the database. Second, they asked me about the front end, and that time was HTML, CSS, and JS normal. This was the first, and normal Angular JS, which version 1 and 2. Now it's way beyond. And for backend, it was Java. So I cleared the interview. Same day only I got the offer letter also for internship, of course, 6 months of internship. And I just responded to HR. I will think and need 2 to 3 days, and I will respond to you later. And that was an walk-in interview. My time was not. The interview was not virtually like you all meet on Zoom or Google Meet or XYZ. But that time was a walk-in interview. We need to go into the office. There was a special cabin for the interview. Some person will come, they will ask you introduce yourself, and then the interview will be happen. This was my experience with the interview, and that is what much more interesting, because at that time the person responds, the face reaction and everything, and you will find out, oh, I just did good or did bad. That's what. So I think that time 3 rounds were there. Well, in terms of internship, you will face 3 to 5 rounds, depending on the MNCs you apply. So after a few days, I went into another company with my resume. There is a in reception you need to ask, is there any open position, and this and that. Now it's LinkedIn and everything, Naukri.com, Jobseeker.com, XYZ. So it's easy for you all now to apply and seek job. But that time we need to directly take a resume, travel to that office, and we need to go through the process, wait outside for 1 hour, 1.5 hour. Sometimes uh, I just share my experience. There was an interview for Capgemini. I didn't remember Capgemini or TCS, and the 5,000 candidate were there, and we were in the line. Me with my friends, I was in the line, and from morning 7:30, we all were in the line, and my turn for interviewing came at 5 p.m. evening. This is in starting days for internship, of course, for internship. So they took all our resume and they told us come back tomorrow. Without we only had, I think I only had a few chips and a few banana chips, of course, and one bottle of water. And in sun we were standing. That's what the experience is. But yeah, because I know coding very well, I know my oops concept is very much clear, my DSA is very much clear. So I wasn't never nervous about interviews and everything, because if you are confident on your knowledge, if you confident on yourself, and of course confident on the language you speak, of course English, because all the interviews up till now I've given is in English only, then there is there is no need to panic. There is no need to panic, overthink that what they will ask, will I get selected or not. This is all chaos in your mind. You just need to focus. I know this, I will present this, I will present this in this way, I've done so wonderful projects. That's it. Simple. You will crack the interview. You just need to do wonderful projects. You need to have a hands-on knowledge on your skill sets, and of course, you need to know inside out of your project. Don't use ChatGPT. Don't use Gemini, because you use ChatGPT and Gemini. You just copy the code and paste it in your project, and just do some running command like Python or npm start or xyz, and then you will go to ChatGPT and type explain me this code. You're not doing that project. It's the chat gpt is doing your project. You're just copy pasting it. Then you won't learn anything. You won't get anything out of it. It's just satisfying yourself that I have done one project successfully. In reality, I've done nothing. If you want to do a project like live, I'm thinking of inventory management. Okay, what I need this. Okay, what I need that. Okay, this is mistake, I remove. I don't need this, I don't need that. This is error, how to fix it. And this all make you master in programming, of course. What truly master to stand out in the internship for ETS segregation? That is just do your project, have a wonderful resume, and just apply on multiple platform. You will clear multiple bots. One of them is this, you have commented, and your resume gets selected, then you will get a call. Now once you get the call, now expectation is very high in today's MNCs. They want you to be a full stack, they want you to be a tester, they want you to know the cloud platform, means a job of a DevOps and somewhat of cloud ops. They want you to know Kubernetes, Docker, and everything. If you want to get place into MNCs, this all tech stack you need to know. That's what. But my experience was walk-in interview, and it was very good and great interview, because in-person interview is best interview, I think. An online interview is not that good, because you don't get any response from the person who is taking your interview, and they will just say, okay, we will get back to you, and you just wait for a call for hours and hours, or days and months, and you don't get any response from them. This is the worst part of being interviewed online. But in offline, you will get the answer straight away. In 5 to 10 minutes, HR will come, or call you in her or his cabin, and they will say you are not selected for so and so reason, or you have been selected, and the next round will be so and so date, and you need to come here 2 p.m. sharp again for the second round. This is what my experience offline and walk-in interview, and you all will have a different experience because it's completely online now. Okay, so this again, this was my experience and mistake. Talking about my mistake was creating a resume, because at that time I was not very much focused on the words I've used in my resume, displaying the skill set, presenting myself on the resume. So that was my mistake that I've learned over the years. So because resume is you on the paper, it's you on that white paper. So make sure you present yourself, you use appropriate English, appropriate word to describe your project, yourself, what you have done, what certification you have done, this all things. So that's one thing changed everything. My resume changed everything after a certain time period. I just updated my resume appropriately, build it in a very great format, added skills to it, added keywords to it, and voila. Thank you. How to create a standout resume? That is a separate, very big topic, because there are hundreds of element you need to take care. In this live, I can't say that, but of course, next Sunday or possible next to next Sunday, we can do how to do a resume building, because that is completely, and of course, very much important in today's online world. How much college grade matters for internship? It matters a lot. Why? Because certain like now Capgemini, TCS, and this type of companies are also MNCs. For MNCs, college only matters. For MNCs, prestige college matter. If you are from IIT, IIT Bangalore, IIT Kanpur, IIT Mumbai, or prestige college bids, and then the first preference will go to you. If not, if you are not from a prestige college, then they will see the grading system. For example, if you are O grade, A grade, they will pick few students from O grade or few students from A grade. Or else if there is a pointer system in your college, 10 pointer is a maximum. Then if you have 9.50, 9.50 or 9.85, then you are the one who gets selected for the interview. That's why grade and pointer does matter in initial, when you are starting with your career, initial days of your career, for internship, and of course unless and until you get permanent in any of the company. For initial days it of course matters. Hope I answer your question, Shivang. The student who got placed, I talked about in yesterday's live. I talked about one of my student got placed in MNCs with 15 lakh of package. Uh, his grade was 9.85 out of 10.00. So grades, of course, it matters. And of course, the O grade, his grade was O. Any other questions? Any other doubt, query? Okay, if not, let's wind it off. That's it for today's live. Keep coding, keep building, keep pushing your limits. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More projects, more live coming soon. This is NM signing out. Till then, bye.